What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Fallout, joined with my good buddy Blaze. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing all right, baby. How you doing?
Not too bad. I'm super excited for Gears of War 3 action. I'm not going to lie, guys. Gears 1, I enjoyed it. Fun to watch. But I have been waiting
nostalgic.
all day. Little nostalgic. But I've been waiting all day for this Gears of War 3 action, guys. I've been itching, not only to get here, but to commentate over Gears 3 because obviously the stories are there.
Yes.
You had online warriors being chanted while Notorious lost. Check out 4-1 to PR and the Funky Bunch. Who would have expected that?
Oh, man, you're right. Who would have expected that? You know what? I will say this about PR and the Funky Bunch. They are a great team. They practice very well for this tournament. And they're actually out here and they're making a statement. And actually, I got to be honest, Letnick's making a statement as well. Showing that, hey, I can bang with the best of them.
Seriously,
and she's out here and she has a team of her dreams, and she's playing phenomenal.
Yep, I completely agree with that. So just to update you guys, for those of you guys that are just joining the stream, unfortunately, the name problem is still an issue with gamer tags. We have the numbers in front of us, so we'll be able to let you guys know. Thank you to Subject Matters for getting us that information. But until then, I didn't have time to tweet it out because it's been frantic. We want to get started here in a bit. But, ladies and gentlemen, Gears of War 3 is about to start. Championship Sunday is starting out right now. If you guys are not hyped up, if you guys are not excited, get excited. Spread the word. Post it on Twitter. If you guys are super passionate, post it on Facebook. This is a collaborative effort. We all need to work together to make this community as big as possible, and that starts right now, guys.
Right now, guys.
So we are spectating.
So going over the names. So for NTR, we have 13-0013. That's going to be Critical. Dispenser, 1014. Mental is going to be, 1041. 041 is going to be Mental. Clouts is going to be 1015. Okay.
We'll be updating you guys. We'll hopefully be able to translate that eventually. Critical is Unlucky 13. We got it.
All right.
Lava is Chainsaw. He'll be, let's see, who is hosting this one? Okay, it looks like the Locust team is hosting. So Notorious is hosting Old Town Execution. It is 2-1, right?
Yes, it's 2-1 in favor of...
Shouldn't the fourth map be King of the Hill?
No, the third map is King of the Hill.
There's only one King of the Hill map?
Only one King of the Hill map.
Where have I been? Where have I been? Holy shit.
So, yeah, third map is King of the Hill, and PR no one, and I want to say it was Dry Dock.
Okay.
Dry Dock, and they won that. So, Chainsaw is going to be Lava, 1011 is going to be PR, 1010 is going to be Kenny, and Letnick's going to be 1705.
Awesome. So we'll keep updating that for you guys as we go. But without further ado, PR and the Funky Bunch up 2-1 against Notorious. No one would have seen this happen. Notorious on the brink of elimination from this tournament. We are going to kick it off with none other than Mental, who should be hosting, I believe, for this squad.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely is, and we're going to see both teams coming in right now, and we're going to see. I think we got 3 snipe going on right here. Yeah, we got 3 snipe. Going to try to get into the action right here. Got Chainsaw putting in some shots right now. Going to take a kill right here. Right now, 3v3 situation, 3v2 situation right here in favor of PR and the Funky Bunch. Going to come in, fighting. Oh, going to make a play, but he's going to go down right here.
1 versus 2 situation. It is all up to Mental, the one and only, the online warrior. Let's see what he can do here in a 1 versus 2. He is full red right now. He needs to stay alive here. Let's switch to Mental and hop on board with him as he will be in the 1 versus 2 situation. 41. In a decent spot. Not the best spot, but the grenades are picked up from PR and the Funky Bunch. They're going to play it slow. They are not going to let Mental clutch this 1 versus 2.
No, they definitely not.
It's going to take a miracle. Mental is pushing the 1 versus 1 against, and he gets a good shot on
Hasn't taken any damage yet.
My goodness.
And he's in a fight.
Red. And he's going
to get him down.
Mental is amazing at this game. Beautiful 1 versus 1. Perfectly executed. He didn't miss a shot. The reaction shot was just spot on. 1 minute stalemate. It's a 1 versus 1 situation. Mental versus 705, who is Letnick. Yeah. Letnick in a 1 versus 1. So when you talk about Letnick, the first female Gears of War player to really bang with the guys and honestly keep up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is defining right now. Can she beat what is possibly the best 1 versus 1 shotgun in the game right now?
Exactly. That round right there was all PR and the Funky Bunches. But you know what? They couldn't close out that 2v1. And Mental, hell, he made a great play. You seen him use that movement. He came around real fast. And, he got there without taking any damage. And I want to say it was Kenny down there with his Lance route, just really helpless, and Mental took advantage of him. So we're going to see Letnick, 10 seconds on the clock, has nades, but right here, they just stalemate it.
Here's what's interesting. Letnick, the ball's in her court in this situation.
Yes.
She has 2 grenades in her hands. I think she could take that 1 versus 1, at least get in a position to try and get a nade kill or position it. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that play, but once again, that's the confidence that she needs to take that 1 versus 1. I don't care if it's Mental, but then again, it might have been the smart play. Mental is probably the best player on this NTR
And we're going to
team.
jump on his next round with Letting, but just to end that round off, you need to know your team and your teammates, and them knowing Letnick, they probably say, you know what? We just need her to, just draw this out. That draw is still a win. We're going to see her in the middle right now. She's going to toss ink behind these two guys in mid, and she's going to wrap around towards these Intins, and she's going to stay here, try to get some shots in them. Boom. Ooh. Oh, right now we got Clouds getting the kill on Kenny.
Oh, no. Lavatory is going to get taken out. It's almost like this NTR squad just realized, hey, we're on stream now. No more bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's play our game. And they're playing absolutely well. But a team kill. And here we go.
Watching PR try to make a play here. Try to keep his team alive. He has a 1v1 right here. He has a guy over the opposite side of the gate. But he's not going to get that. He's going to back out with his full health right now. And he's going to try to come in and reset because I don't think Boom was picked up. Boom is still in play.
Well, here's the thing. The boom shot actually disappears much quicker in Gears 3 than it does in Gears 2 and Gears 1. It might be actually disappeared and off the map now, which is a huge advantage for PR in this 1 versus 2. And I will say it's a breath of fresh air. We've been watching Gears 1 all day, seeing their movement, how quick they move.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's almost hard to get used to again, which I think it's awesome. Feels good to see, as opposed to the slow, lethargic movement of Gears 1. And the boom shot was picked up immediately by eBash13, who, of course, is critical. And Notorious takes the first round of Old Town Execution. Of course, the very first round was drawn out.
Exactly. Okay, so right there.
I say we stay on board with Mental as he'll be at the sniper fighting a big fight. Expect another 3 snipe from both teams unless you see a change in strategy. We're going to give you a quick overhead map to show you guys what these teams are going to be running, and here we go.
Looking like a 3-3.
3-1 from both teams. And here we go, guys. Big fight about to go on. We're on board with Mental, who's going to put down some Lancer Fire. He has 4th spawn for his team, so that's what he'll typically do. But Kenny is just on fire right now.
Oh
Takes
my God,
out 2
making plays.
Trades with the second one, but takes out 2. Lavatories takes out, I think it was Mental as well, and just like that, 2 versus 1 situation again for this time. It is critical Kyle.
Yeah, right there. Kenny flew in, and he said body 1 and body 2. Okay, taking you both guys out. And, we're not going to make the same mistake happen last time on Snipe Round. We're going to take the rest of these. So we're going to see critical Kyle try to clutch this 1v2, or at least come at it as a stalemate, as a, good teammate and good friend Mental did last round. We're going to see him bounce down here. Same situation. Almost the same moment as if he taught it to him.
Oh, no, but the
he's
difference
not
was
the player.
Mental he up 8 around the sandbag and he pulled the reaction shot. Okay, Kyle tried strafing and on someone else's right hand. You got to up A. You got to get past that wall and you got to do work. You don't have time to mess around. So, difference in play styles for Mental and Critical. Of course, Mental likes to play very fast. And in the story of this Notorious team, if you're new to competitive Gears of War, Notorious, their first LAN event ever, 3/4 of them at least, considered a quote-unquote online warriors. They're young kids. They're 15. Everyone loves them, but it's just a question as to whether or not they're going to perform on LAN.
Exactly, after playing them this weekend. But hold up, we got a fight going down the boom shot right now. Okay, board with the Spencer. He's going to go down. We're going to see Critical pick up the kill. Gonna get another one. Kyle's gonna pick up somebody. And we're in a 4v2 situation as well. One guy from the Funky Bunch, he's gonna get boom. Lavatories is gonna go down right there. And Letney's gonna get bodied in the middle. And right there, NTR is gonna come out with that next round. But you know what? This team eliminated me. And you know what? I had to congratulate them all in the end.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because what it is that, they earned my respect. Yeah. They fought hard, and we had them down after the first map.
Notorious, you said?
Yeah, it was Notorious. Okay. Yeah, we had them down after the first map. We had them beat up, but at the same time, they fought back, and great job to Dispenser getting his team back in the game, and they got my respect off of that.
No, undoubtedly. Great kids, great team. You definitely do respect them. And interesting, we saw a change in strategy from Notorious, which I like that idea. They were losing my goodness.
Oh my
You're
God.
You're fine.
There we go.
Kenny with a snipe headshot, and you rarely will see that in Gears 3.
I taught him that.
Yeah, you taught him that. Beautiful snipe headshot, and that is going to set his team up in a major way. Of course, the Locust team still has another one. Full res him. He full res him, but there's a grenade right on him. He's going to survive.
Exactly. And
that
Kenny's going to try to get a great angle right now. And he sees these two guys in the middle. He's going to down the next guy. His teammate is going to collapse on it. He sees his teammate. Oh, my God! He sees his teammate Hasside, and he takes him out as well. 3v1 situation in favor of the Funky Bunch, and Kenny is looking for his next target right now.
On fire. Kenny, I'm telling you, is one of the best players in the game and doesn't get the respect he deserves because he chose to play with his friends instead of playing with the Synergy Squad or some other teams, which I respect that, but he is an amazing player. He deserves all the credit in the world, especially after those headshots.
Oh, my God, my son is putting in work right now with that scope. As expected, though, the Funky Bunch right now, they're going to collide around on this last guy. They're going to take him down, and they're going to get that round. They're going to tie it up right now 2-2.
MVP of that round, without a doubt, is Kenny. 2 sniper headshots and a sniper down in Gears of War 3. What is this, Gears 1? We're still playing Gears 1. Let's get to the disc.
Let's get to the disc. We got the right one in?
Yeah, got the right one in.
All right, going on board right now. And, of course, we're going to kick it off with Kenny, front spawn for his team. And he's going to come into this boom shot round right here. And we're going to see both teams run a
3-1.
Oh, up 3-1 is running a 3-1. NTR is running a 3-1. Funky Bunch is running a 2-2. Kenny has a lot of support fire down, but that ink spread is ridiculous. But he found a nice little spot for him to be relaxed in. And we're going to see Kyle get the boom shot. And he's going to back up, going to reset, going to start looking for some shots. And he's going to take this boom shot top gate. And we're going to see what he can do with this guy.
And now that things are going to slow down just a little bit, keep an eye on this boom shot. We'll see what he can do. I want to point out, guys, Notorious has won every boom round. And PR and the Funky Bunch has technically won every snipe round, or draw every snipe round. So I don't know if I agree with the 2-2 strat call from PR and the Funky Bunch. They've been running it every single time. It hasn't worked once. And Notorious is just simply having manpower to grab the boom shot. And now I think PR and the Funky Bunch is at a significant disadvantage without the boom shot in their hands.
Exactly.
We got the boom shot.
Right here, boom shot is in Kyle's hand,
okay.
And the torque bow is in Kenny's hand. It's right here. We're going to see one top snipe and one bottom snipe. Kenny's going to rev this bow, going to see if he can get this boom shot to peak, put it on the ground, see if he can do any damage. Not much damage at all right there. But he still has 4 torque bows left, and they also have 3 boom shots left.
That is true. And important to note, guys, in Gears of War 3, torque bow does not do as much splash damage as it did in the previous games. So it's going to be much harder to get that kill as Kenny was trying to do. And then the boom shot actually received an extra piece of ammo. It has 3 shots in the boom shot now as opposed to 2. I'm not sure if I agree with that decision by Epic Games to add a third boom shot. It really is an overpowered weapon.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. It really is an overpowered weapon considered back in the day during Gears 1. Gears 1, the boom shot even down people,
Yep.
You had to really shoot a good boom shot and really to blow somebody up. But other than that, you can get it down. You got a lot of downs with it, and it was 2 shots, and you really had to take your time with that.
Yeah.
This game, you see a lot more wilder booms shots, and it does a lot more damage. So it's definitely a weapon that you have to fight for at all times.
I like the Gears 2 boom. It was similar to the Gears 3 boom, but it had 2 shots, which is what it should have. And
but it was powerful.
It was powerful, exactly. It wasn't as powerful as Gears 3, but had less shots as well. I think it was a perfect combination.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I can agree with that, especially in this game. If you're going to have a boom shot of that caliber, at least decrease that shot by 1.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna see, we're gonna see some better boom shots, booms, and taking more time as well. But on board with Kenny, they see a guy over here, a boom shot, and he's gonna start revving his bow. But also, NTR has a bow and a boom as well. But they're gonna try to get this guy, catch him out from his teammate, and he's still alive, and he's gonna pull off a kill before he dies.
Wait, he's still alive.
And, oh my God! Somebody's getting flanked down here. Is he gonna pick up this kill? Kenny trying to make it happen, but he's gonna go down, and he's gonna. Kyle's going to shoot these boom shots.
Goodness, that is clouts. That is clouts from Notorious, who just somehow mantle kicked, still survived, and killed 2 before he was taken out. Amazing plays. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why I love Gears of War. One person can make a difference in the outcome of a game every single round. One person. What amazing plays right there. I like the push right here on the Funky Bunch. They realized they had a mismatch over by the digger side or boom shot side. They pushed that mismatch, but ultimately they could not finish the kill on clouts, and that's what the difference maker was there.
Exactly. A lot of smokes out here. Snipe right now. Kenny's looking for his first target. He sees him. He's going to come out that stun first, but he's going to die right there by Kyle. On board with Kyle, and he's going to go down as well.
Oh, no. 2 versus 2 situation here. It's Letnick, and I think it's PR versus Mental and
Dispenser.
Dispenser is it? Okay, here we go. Mental's going to get taken down, actually. And that is it. 2 versus 2 situation. That was all, and I mean almost entirely PR, putting so many shots into both Mental and Dispenser and ultimately downing both of them. And look at PR right now. 6 kills, 4 downs. But, of course, Kenny is the story of this team. 5 kills and 1 down. And, oh, my goodness, what is the score right now?
All right, the score right now is 3-3. This is it. And who do we want to go on board with? We're going to go on board with Kyle.
I got Kyle's good.
Kyle. He has LOCUST stat. He has a great spine.
We see a 3 boom. They changed the strat. Here we go. Big fight at boom shot right now.
Got a great shot on Kenny. Kenny's full red, but he's going to take him out before he goes down. Oh, we're going to see Milton come in, but Kenny's going to go down. They're picking up 2 kills. 3v2 situation in favor of NTR.
I am the edge of my seat right now. They are stuck in the boom shot. They are stuck in the boom shot.
He's going to push it. He's going to clean up the kill. Lava's going to get the big shield. And he's going to get the next down.
2-1 versus 1 for the win.
He's going to get him down. And oh my God, he needs to get this kill, make it a 1v1.
He's not dead yet.
He's going to take his time, get his life back. Oh my God, it's blocking it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my God, he did not. Oh, going down. Almost, he got the L trigger off, but did not get the kill. Even if he would have got down right there, okay, he was in a real sticky situation because I'm pretty sure the guy in the middle had one NCN left, okay? So if he would have got down, that still would have been NTR's round, but he made the decision, kind of get his life back. He had to go for that kill. You know, he had very few decisions right there to make, you know.
Here's the thing, though. Let's break that down real quick for you guys. Obviously, a remarkable first Gears of War 3 match of this day of Championship Sunday, and that right there is indicative of what the rest of this tournament is going to hold for us, guys.
You know what?
4-3.
Oh, my God. He gets that kill. You know, that was 3-3. You know, if PR had won that map, you know, it was over.
It was over. That's it. That would have been the match.
That would have been the
match.
So
now, instead, we're going to go to Game 5. We're going to get the map in a little bit for you guys. We are actually not entirely sure what the map is. Ooh. We'll let you guys know in a little bit. Crowd, if you guys can go ask Subject Matters what the map is, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. Clock Tower is Game 5. Oh, my goodness. One of my favorite maps is Clock Tower. So let's break down that last round real quick. Very chaotic. It came down to 2 separate 1-versus-1s. They were stuck in the boom shot pit. One member down, they grabbed the meat shield, 2 separate 1-versus-1s, and then Dispensa by himself. I don't agree with the decision to run through the incendiary grenade. I think he goes, if he hugs the fence and runs along the fence, I think he can get there on time to finish the kill or take a 1-versus-1 if he was a little bit quicker.
Finish the kill. Well, that last one was Laboratories. Laboratories right there for Funky Bunch. And,
that was Laboratories.
Yeah, Laboratories in a 1v2. And, yeah, you know, right there, but you got to think the pressure, the crowd there, the kill, the guys getting up. And when he got there, the guy started to get up, you know. So if he would have took a longer route, it may have been a more difficult situation.
But instead of getting his health back, though, immediately taking that fence and riding that fence while he's full red. He's not going to get crossed.
I would have never ran the opposite way.
Time would have been interesting.
I would have never ran the opposite way. I would have. You know, as soon as I down, I would have got as close as possible to him. You know,
and either way, at the end of the day, we could be as critical as we want.
Yes.
But they're the players. Chances are we wouldn't have been in this situation because they're much better than we are at this point. You know, we haven't played the game in 2 years, whatever. So we can be as critical as we want. But these are the best players in Gears of War right now, playing for you guys. That's obviously for the stream, for the viewership. Thank you to the 530 people in this stream. We really appreciate you guys being here. Could not have been a better first map that we have shown with Gears of War. So of course, 2-2 right now. Notorious versus PR and the Funky Bunch. Notorious on the brink of elimination. A team that was expected to win this tournament.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Man. This is gonna be good. Let's get in here. Get this game started. Oh man. Clock Tower. So, you know, it's going to be interesting seeing we've seen both these teams in Clock Tower, but actually I think they both like to run 3-1s up top.
Do they? Okay.
I think they both like to run 3-1s up top. So we're going to see a little classic Gal 1 battle up here. You know, both these teams trying to see if they can get the best angle that they possibly can on other team.
Yep. And interesting that you say that because I mean, obviously I've been playing Blaze, of course, on Ill by Nature. You've been scrimming these teams, so it's great to have your perspective. Thank you for joining me. But he knows these teams. Obviously, teams have essentially a playbook and what the strats that they run on certain maps. And it's important to know that going into maps. But it's interesting because Infinity at Hypha Station Winter Brawl 8, I think they revolutionized the 2-2. They ran an almost flawless 2-2, and almost everyone started matching that 2-2. So the fact that both of these teams might be running a 3 up top would be a little bit unique to Gears of War 3, in my opinion.
Exactly. You know who was the first team to ever run a 2v2 successfully?
Yeah.
The first team to ever run the 2-2 successfully and actually win a tournament off of it was Prophecy back in Chicago.
We're talking Gears 1 now.
Yeah, back in Gears 1. Prophecy Chicago.
They did run a 2-1,
I remember that. They ran a 2-2. You know, a lot of times when the 3-1 was so popular, you know, you thought the 3-1 was base and it was rule. You know, you was to only run that 3-1. You know, Prophecy ran that in
Chicago and they destroyed that event.
Exactly, they won that event.
Chainsaw, can you hear me right now? I hope. If you can hear me, can you change the game on the thank you, Jay Lunatics, for pointing this out. Change the game on the Twitch TV channel to Gears of War 3 so we can pop up in Gears 3. Okay, someone just said it says Gears 1. Okay, thank you, Jason. Awesome. And hopefully that'll help increase viewership. Long night ahead of us, guys. This is essentially our first stream of Gears of War, and we're already at we're at 500+ viewers. Not sure what, just huge drop.
Exactly, you know.
A little strange, but
don't worry. It's the night's coming.
Yeah. So here we go. Clock Tower Game 5, guys. Notorious and PR on the Funky Bunch. This is a losers bracket. This is win or go home for these two very experienced teams. I want to hop on board. I love Mental, but I want to hop on board with Kenny here.
All right, I'm gonna hop on board with Kenny. Looking for Kenny on the cycle, and here we go.
PR on the Funky Bunch is the LOCUST team, guys. Obviously, keep in mind there. So they are hosts. That is important.
Okay, Kenny's going to grab these nades right here. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's going to make it out. He has teammates to revive him just in case he goes down. His first nade's location's going to be in the jail. His second nade's going to be back pillar. We're going to see Funky Punch push up to regain control up top. No kills going to pick up on these nades. Kenny has control of the jail. He's going to push up here to take this secondary or this whole spot. And we got 2 members of NTR on the line. And right now we're looking at 3-3.
So essentially,
3-1.
So NTR did run a 3-up. And P on the phone. Here we go. A push from 15, who is...
Got a guy down. Kenny got a guy down, and the guy back pillar is full red. He's going to push in. Got to pick up the kill. Going to back up, and he's alive. These guys going to push through snipe. Is he going to get down on his back pillar?
That's mental.
Let's try to find out. Full red, and he will go down. That is a 4v2 situation in favor of the Funky Bunch. On board right now with Dispenser, trying to make something happen. He's going to go down, and the second guy is down.
And did I not call Kenny that round going absolutely huge on that line?
Oh, yes,
so
he did. Yes, he did.
Let's break down the strategy real quick. We saw a 2-2 from Pierre on the Funky Bunch. We saw a 3 up top from Notorious. And then it actually ended up being a 3-3 because a 3-1 from both teams.
The nades
did not actually be – we're not very well-placed grenades. But Kenny with some great plays making things happen for his team here. We're on, top on board with Kenny again. I think he's rolling right now. Here we go. 1 versus 1, and he gets taken out from Ebash 14, which is Dispensa. 4 versus 3 situation. Big fight down low. And Dispensa just making plays right now. Lavatorius gets taken out. 4 versus 2 right now. Notorious is looking good.
Yeah, got to pick up a second kill right there. And do they got a guy down over there? Yes, they do. They do. This is his teammate. His teammate's down.
Getting those extra revive points.
Exactly.
You remember those days.
We're going to see 2 members of the Funky Bunch push down, try to make a play happen in the spine. We got Clout's full red here, and he's going to go down. We're going to see if Funky Bunch can capitalize on this right now. He's down, but he's crawling back to his teammates. They threw 1 nade to kind of stop the push, and it's still going to be a 4v2. And we're going to go on board with, let's go on board one of the Funky Bunches. We're going to go on board with PR. PR, see what he can do to kind of keep these guys back. I'm pretty sure we're going to see them in the spine. Actually, I take that back. They're going to try to make a play up top. They're going to hold their stairs. They're not going to hold the spine. PR's going to push up to this whole spot. He knows this guy in his... Oh, my God. He's going to clean him up. 3v2, but it's a nade out. Nade's going to get him. And it's all up to... It was all up to Letnick, but she's going to go down as well.
So here we go. 1-1. Once again, guys, neck and neck. These 2 teams are so evenly matched here on LAN. Online might have been a different story. I'm not going to speculate until the match is over. But this Notorious squad at their first tournament ever for Mental, Clouts, and Critical Kyle. Nerves? Do you think Nerves are getting the best of them?
You know what? No, I can't say that.
I think Mental's playing great.
Yes, I don't think Nerves is even a factor at all. I think these guys are comfortable. They've got used to the vibe, and they're in the element.
Big fight down low right now. Both teams running a 3 low. Huge fight going down, and they're actually in the grenades, getting some good crossing angles. An interesting fight.
3 members of the Funky Bunch is bunched up. The bunch is bunched up, and they're going to take a lot of shots right now. Right here, Kenny's trying to make a play happen. He's right here in the grenades. He does have a grenade. He's going to toss one. Hopefully try to escape. They're going to pick up a kill, but they're in a 4v2 situation. And now it's a 4v1, all up to this Critical Kyle.
Yeah, but what we missed there, Blaze, was PR on his own almost, taking out 2 members of Notorious. Great plays there by PR. And people don't give him as much credit as he deserves either. He's an amazing player, especially these past couple months. He's gotten a lot better as a player. He's up there with, I think, some of the best.
I agree with that as well. I definitely agree with that.
You're not leaving. Love you, my man. Take it easy. Venom is out of here.
Venom is out. Venom is out.
Love you, my dude. Take it easy, man. So here we go. Back on topic. We have PR on the Funky Bunch up 2-1. Let's press B so we can see the map overview. And we're going to see a 3 up top from PR on the Funky Bunch and a 3 down low from Notorious. And the rotations. And the rotations are crucial here.
Exactly, and we have Dispenser picking up these grenades. He's going to take these grenades. Actually, he hasn't even made it up top with these grenades yet. He's actually kind of holding them.
That's why, because they ran a 3 low, expecting PR on the Funky Bunch to run a 3 low as well. So they have no traction up top right now. They have no opportunity to push yet until they coordinate something here. It's going to slow down a little bit until something is coordinated. I would hope it's sooner than later.
Exactly. We're going to see we got 2 members up top of the Funky Bunch watching those stairs. They're watching those stairs and making sure, actually, they only have 1 on that side. So this would be the perfect opportunity for NTR to push up top. Well, now it's 2 over there, 2 watching that side. So they're going to need 2 well-placed grenades. One's on the opposite host spots and 1 across the other side of the map. So we're going to see it's going to all come down to Dispenser right here, making 2 well-placed nades, taking a lot of damage from that spine.
That's a pistol. That's
a
pistol.
Oh, my God. That was all headshots. That was like 4 bullets all to the head.
Can't believe it.
Okay, so he already knows that he's going to have a little trouble coming up these stairs, okay? He cannot lead this push. I'll tell you that right now. He cannot lead these push. He needs to come in second or third while he's tossing these nades. And he's going to toss one to the host spot, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be their first placement. Their first push is right there. Is going to be going towards the host spot because they know it's clear. One nade left. Oh, you got a guy pushing down. Kenny's pushing down. Going to get one kill. Oh, my God. He made Dispenser kill his teammate, and he's going to pick up another one. 3v1 situation in favor of the Funky Bunch.
I cannot believe that execution of that push. We got a snipe down, that is it. So 3-1 right now.
You know what?
Notorious in a big ditch. And here's the thing. I don't agree with that push. They're going to nade the host spot, which leaves back pillar wide open across them.
I agree with that. I think that was best spot to nade.
Best spot to nade is that back pillar. Host spot is almost irrelevant because you have barely an angle at all. And that's the thing is these teams, guys, trust me, they've been practicing 6 hours a night for the past month. These teams have done that exact same push multiple times. I wonder if LAN is an issue. Communication might be a little bit of an issue. They might be a little nervous, but that was not a well-executed push from Notorious.
Oh, my God. That at round 4. On board with Kenny. Kenny's full red with these nades. He's going to stay alive here. He's going to take his time, get his health back, and now he's going to come out with his teammates so he can at least make it as close to the stairs as possible before he get revived. And he's still going to make it out. Still has 2 downs left. His teammates have regained control of back pillar. Going to toss 1 nade into the jail. Nobody will be there. He's going to push up to this host spot. Still has 1 nade left. Going to toss off the back wall. Can he kill somebody on secondary host? No. But they may be a little full red right now.
Full red. He's trying
he's going to go down.
That's not going to matter. He's going to get it quicker. This is his last revive. He cannot get downed again. Otherwise, he is eliminated from the game. Very important that he does not get down. He is weak in this host spot right now. 4 versus 4 situation. Notorious cannot lose this round or they are eliminated from the tournament. Clock tower, and now we have the traditional 3-3 up top from both teams.
3-3 up top. Kenny's on his last down. He's taking a little damage here and there, but he's trying to make something happen. He's going to be very... Oh, my God.
He cannot go down. He cannot go down. He is full red.
That's it.
Notorious knows how weak he is. They're going to try and push again down. He's
going to make it out.
How slippery was
play.
that?
So
he's
slippery.
Push. He's looking to push. He wants to, but
he knows he can make this shot. He knows he can make this shot.
I don't know if I agree with that push because back pillar is there waiting for him.
And he will go down right away. He does not have a chance to get revived, okay? So, PR is not PR, but Kenny's probably not in the right spot unless he can pull this kill off somehow. But I'll tell you right now, their play is secondary right now.
And this late in the round, there are no smoke grenades or maybe very few smoke grenades left in their inventory to use to help make that push. So I am on the edge of my seat. Anything could happen right here. It's a matter of who's going to outplay who. They both have the same weapons. Everything is neutralized right now. Grenades will be spawning in about a minute.
He got them actives. Is Kenny going to waste these actives right here?
He is. No, he's not going to push. It would not be the right decision to push right now unless something changes or his team has his support. He is on his last down. He needs to be very careful.
Funky Bunch has it. Oh, there's the last smoke. This is it, folks. The push is coming out. He's going to bounce. He's going to try to fly to the secondary, get a good shot in. He's full red, but he needs to stay alive. But they got a guy down back pillar. He's going to go down. Oh, right now we got Lava putting some great shots with these guys going back wall. We're going to see them. Oh, they're trapped. They're going to push down.
They need to reset right now. They need to back out.
Systematically, they're going to push down these stairs right here. But Funky Bunch is down, but they have complete control almost. But you know what? NTR is going to change this. They're going to pick up these grenades. They're going to go back to their side. And I don't agree with this. I think they should take the right hand back up. But you know what? They're going to make a play coming back up these stairs right now.
But they have a 4 versus 3. They don't need to make the push necessarily yet unless
nades are out.
Nades are out. Here we go. One play from
PR is making a play, but he's going to go down. Trying to make something happen. They have one guy down. It's up to Lavatories and Lednick right here in a 4v2 situation. Lavatories is pushing down. Got one kill, but he's going to go down, and that's
there we go. So 3-2 right now. Notorious digging themselves out of the hole that they built for themselves. And Kenny right there, here's the thing. I respect PR and the Funky Bunch for making that push. They had one smoke grenade. They knew they had an opportunity, but with Kenny having one down left, I don't agree with him leading the charge there. He needs to be a little more passive.
He should have been a whole spot. Exactly.
My man.
Okay, we already know. Great masking a lot. We're going to go on board right here. I want to say with Mental because he's riding donuts right now.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, let's see if he can come up with his team and make something happen. He's going to be on his back pillar. He's going to see if he can make a play. He's going to push right now about Kenny.
By two.
Oh, Kenny, does Kenny have his number? He's
going
to go out.
Right here. He needs to survive.
He got one.
He grabs
the
one.
Guy's
he
down.
Downs the other.
There's
and
the third
Notorious is going to force a round 7 in a 4 versus 1 situation. They force a round 7. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to round 7, game 5 on our first Gears of War 3 stream of the night. This is unreal.
Mental was riding those donuts for 6 rounds, and he knew that he needed to come big for his team right there, and he did it.
The God finger.
Oh my God! You know that's what that is, yo. I gotta go on board with Kenny right here because
Funky Bunch
Funky
chant going
Bunch!
on right now.
There's
We're
a
gonna
chant going on right now, folks.
The same strategy as 2 rounds ago. Kenny cannot get down this time.
Oh, my
And
God, the
he's
chance
gonna
has
be
started. This is Championship Sunday.
He's down
Kenny
again.
has nades.
He's down again. The cross.
He's going to get the revive.
The team fire. He's down again. Oh, he's down again. This is it.
But he will
time.
live, though. He is in a great spot to live. He still has 2 nades right here. All up to Kenny. These 2 nades. He sees the guy on the back pillar. Knee toss back pillar. Want to pick up a kill. No. They're going to get somebody on the team. Can they even this up to the 3v3? Yes, Kenny's going to get him down. 3v3 situation. He still has 1 ace left. He's going to push that guy off a boom shield back to snipe pillar. They got a guy in their secondary. He's going to leave the guy. Mental picking up 2. It's up to Kenny right now. Can he make this happen? 1 nade. He's going to go down, and the NTR is going to clutch this and come back from the 3-1. They are wild over there, guys.
The 15-year-old kid from St. Louis, Missouri, comes huge in the last round. You called him out for having donuts. He said, Blaze, I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Watch me these last 2 rounds.
Watch me win this for my team.
He was alone in the host spot. I cannot believe that match. Ladies and gentlemen, Gears of War 3, this is why this is the best game
Championship Sunday.
That's what I'm talking about,
Championship Sunday in Indianapolis,
I want to give you a hug. I don't know what I'm all over the place right now.
High five.
High five. That's it. High five up top.
Blaze out.
Blaze out. Oh, I like that.
Blaze
out's good. How about
it sounds
fall
so
Blaze?
towards
No,
me.
Fall Blaze is no, it's not. I understand.
No,
I understand.
Blaze out.